Okay, I remain my humble self, Mr. Legality. I want to talk about crypto. What is crypto learning? Before delving into crypto learning, what was the journey so far? Okay, let me say, I started my interest to learn crypto trading while I was 7. Okay, the thing is, I think the boss I worked under is the kind of person that wants people who are skilled to be more closer to him. At a point, the guys who were more of into tech were more active than the others who were into other things. Like you have your own profession and all that, but the guys who were into tech, those innovative aspects, because the ministry I worked on that was more of the innovation and all that. So I felt like, wow, I need to be skilled. It's not easy though, but at some point I had to like start trying to look for my interest, and I paid for tutorials to learn website design and programming. But in the long run, I found out that I didn't have interest for that. Okay, so along the line, started practicing how to trade. I was only doing buying and selling. That was what I was doing, buying and selling. But along the line, I started trading. Though it was like, let me be real with this. It wasn't easy because when you're learning something and you're not learning it from pros, you're learning it all by yourself. God helping out. It wasn't easy though, but I really learned the hard way. Like VDM would say, you learning the hard way. I learned the hard way in the sense that I lost almost like let's say more than $3,000 learning how to trade crypto trading. And after doing that and all that, I learned most of the things I know right now. And one thing I think I do for students. So one thing I do for my students, because I actually learned the hard way. Do you understand? Like it got to the point. I called a friend of mine, and I informed him. I said, "Guy, how far?" I said, "Be trade because there was a particular trade I went into. I think I used $50 to trade, and I made up to $1,000 within an hour. That was so crazy. But I called a friend of mine, a few friends of mine. I was like, "Guy, how far? I feel trade. I did trade like this." So, but now, you're just saying something, and people will be like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" And I told him, "Guy, oh yeah, now see what's going to happen. Send the phones and all that." I actually sent him back the phones because I wanted him to trade by himself. Now, one most important thing I have come to observe about myself is, I think, me learning the hard way, I make sure people come to me to learn crypto trading. You can imagine you're learning and you're still making money. I don't know how other traders do, but while learning crypto trading, for me, I think I make the process so easy to learn in the sense that as a student, you need to get a certain amount of money, as low as $20, $25, $30. You can start using that to trade for yourself. Do you understand? You must not have up to $100 and all that. If you have $20 for yourself, I'm talking about your capital to trade with. I'm not talking about the fees you pay. Okay, please get this straight. So the guy started with $36, and we didn't actually. I didn't mention this part. I actually took the information to my secondary school group, and I told them, "Guys, I want to teach you people this thing. Each person should pay 35k." They felt I was joking, I was blabbing, like I came to scam them and all that. But along the line, I picked 2 persons from that group who were interested, and by the grace of God, they had their taste. Yeah, so when I informed my secondary school classmates, so I was like, each of you can bring 35k each to learn crypto trading. They felt I was blabbing, they felt I was joking. Now, what I did was, the 2 guys who picked interest, I started teaching them. And one interesting thing I so much appreciate God about is, while they learn, they still make their money. It took me time to learn crypto trading, but it's not taking my students time. And sometimes, I don't know, maybe they feel like it's easy to make money from there. Yes, it's easy, but the process at which I learned it, I'm not giving my students that pattern, because if they're going to learn crypto trading using the method I learned it's going to take a whole lot of time. Do you understand? So luckily, one of them made up to $152 starting using $36. The next one started with $9. It got up to $56. Now what happened was, we started posting the evidence in the group. But they were still doubting and all that, a whole lot of things. I had to opt out from that group, Now, the second person who was learning later got his testimony, went back to the group and posted it, and he said something to them. He said, Seleda is my name, okay? Premon Seleda is my name. He meant the best for this group, and all he wanted was to teach and to help us. But you guys have really lost a lot. The young man had to post the testimonies. Now it's now coming from a second person that wasn't even like, none of these persons are physically close to me presently. They're far away, but they land online and they're making their funds. So right now, most of them can't even, now you have your evidence. One basic thing you must know in this life is, at first, what you're doing is giving you your funds. You don't need to beg people. You don't need to force people to join. Do your thing, make your funds for yourself. Do you understand? So sometimes, your friends, your childhood friends, they might not believe in what you want to do. Okay, so that's my journey so far in crypto learning. And I forgot to mention that just 2 weeks in learning crypto trading from me, I think these guys were already making their funds. Do you understand? That's how good it is. That's the pattern God is using to also help my students and use me to help them. You understand? And like I said, just believe in yourself. Believe in what you do. You don't need to force people to join your team. Just build yourself. Build your capacity. Do you understand? I was motivated while I was 7 because the tech guys had more functions. Do you understand? I want to be productive, so I had to pick interest in what do I think I want to do that will fetch me not just money, but give me interest, something I would love, something I would like doing. So at the end of the day, it was crypto trading, and here I am teaching. Do you understand? But it wasn't easy. Learning wasn't easy, but I make it so easy for my students. So if you want to be my students, just get ready. And like I said, the tuition fees for learning is quite different from what you start with. What you start with is very, very, very low. Take for instance, you want your capital. You can start as low as $10, $15, $20. Start your trading. Do you understand? Then your fees is quite different. Do you understand? Because no knowledge is too expensive to learn. It doesn't matter what, as far as you don't know that thing, it's not too expensive. You don't know it, you don't know it. Do you understand? So that's just it. I remain my humble self, Premon Seleda, aka Mr Legality. Then guys, so I'm going to be dropping videos on how which platforms are best to trade with. I'm talking about apps like Bybit Wallet, Binance Wallet, and all that. Which of these apps is easier to use?